Hello everyone, my name is Rajesh Dogra and I am here to deliver a short lecture on the first chapter of CBSE Class 12, the English book Vistas. The name of the chapter is The Tiger King and it has been written by Kalki. Before we start with the chapter, let us have a few words regarding the writer. Kalki is the pen name of Ramaswamy Krishnamurthy, a Tamil writer, a Tamil Indian English writer, a journalist, poet, critic, and Indian independence activist. He has written about 120 short stories, 10 novelettes, 5 novels, and hundreds of film reviews. Now coming to the chapter. The story, The Tiger King, is a satire on the pride and vanity of those who are in power. It is the story of a king, Jang Bahadur of Pratibandhapuram, who tries to prove false what has been written in his fate. In order to prove the prediction of his astrologer wrong that he will be killed by a tiger, he goes on a spree of mindless tiger hunt. The story is full of irony, sarcasm, and humor. Now let us have a short summary of the chapter first, and then we'll move on to the other important points. The stories of King Jang Bahadur of Pratibandhapuram, a brave warrior whose death had been predicted when he was born. The chief astrologer had predicted that as the royal child was born in the hour of bull, the tiger being its chief enemy, death would come to the child by a tiger. Having listened to this, the brave prince asked all the tigers to beware of him. Thus he came to be known as the Tiger King. The prince became the king at the age of 20 and went on a tiger killing spree to prove the prediction of the astrologer false. After he proudly announced the death of the first tiger by him, he was warned of the danger from the 100th tiger that he would encounter. After that, he went on killing tigers to reach the mark of 100. As the tiger population in his kingdom came down to zero, as all the tigers had been killed by him, he had to think of some way, as he had to kill more to reach the count of 100. So, he married into a state having a high population of tigers. When he had killed 99 tigers, he desperately sought the next hunt, which was nowhere to be found. The result was that he became very angry. The brunt of his anger was faced by everyone. He kept on sitting in the forest waiting for his hunt. Fearing the king's wrath and anger, his minister planted an old tiger in the forest for him to kill. The old tiger wandered into the Maharaja's presence. The king fired at the tiger from an arm's length, but the bullet missed its mark and the tiger fainted with the impact of the bullet sound. After that, the king left, feeling happy that he had fulfilled his vow and had killed 100 tigers. But the royal hunters saw that the tiger was still alive. Fearing the king's anger, they did not inform him and killed the tiger themselves. The king, satisfied that he had killed 100 tigers and had evaded death by proving the astrologer's prediction wrong, now celebrated his son's birthday. He got a wooden toy tiger as a gift for the prince. Although the toy tiger was poorly done, the shopkeeper, fearing punishment under the rules of emergency, charged a high price. As the king and his son were playing with the toy tiger, a tiny splinter from the toy pierced the king's right hand. The wound became infectious and soon spread into the whole arm of the king. As the king was operated upon, he died. So, ironically, the 100th tiger took its final revenge upon the king and the astrologer's prediction came true. This was the summary of the chapter. Let us discuss the important themes that are present in the story. Theme 1. The story is based on the theme that human beings are mortal and death is an undeniable and inevitable truth of life. It is all powerful and no amount of power or wealth can save us from death. Another theme is that wildlife is as much a part of the nature as human beings, and it is our duty to save it rather than destroying it. Now, talking about the important characters and the art of characterization in this chapter. Characterization in this story is full of ironical mockery. The character of the Tiger King has been carved with an expert, humorous hand, highlighting the follies of human vanity and pride. The Britishers have been characterized in the same humorous light, bringing out their greed and avarice. The minions of the king, like the astrologer, the divan, the whole public, all have been dealt with a comic hand. Now let us come to some important questions related to this chapter. The very first question is the Tiger King as a satire. This question is quite important from board point of view. Many a times this question has come in board question paper also. Satire is a form of writing that intends to improve the humanity by criticizing its follies and foibles. The story is a satire upon the conceit of those in power. It mocks at the pride and vanity of the kings who are out there to defeat anybody, including death. This chapter, The Tiger King, is also a satire as it does the same. The second important question is dramatic irony in the story, The Tiger King. The story is of course full of dramatic irony. The instances of the king marrying just for the sake of tigers, the bullet missing its mark aimed from an arm's length, and the king rejoicing the death of the alive tiger, the surgeons announcing the death of the king as a successful operation, etc. All are the examples of it. Another important question is regarding the story as a comment upon the unmindful killing of wildlife by humans. The story, of course, comments upon the insensitivity of humans towards the wildlife. The Tiger King going on a spree of unmindful killing of so many tigers and all the world assisting him in doing so is a proof of the same. Then comes one more important question, and it is regarding the element of humor in the story. The story, of course, is full of humor. The Duraisani keeping the whole lot of rings as a gift with herself, the Divan and his wife shoving the tiger inside the car, etc. All are some examples of the same. Then there is one more question regarding the behavior of Maharaja's minions towards him. And this one is also an important question. Maharaja's minions or his workers, they act as sycophants and are of servile nature. They are afraid of him. For example, the astrologer, the divan, the hunters, the shopkeeper, all are scared of him and his power. So this was the story, The Tiger King. I hope after listening to this, you might have had a gist and an outline of this story. Now you read the story yourself, keeping in mind these points and enjoy. Thank you very much.